Okay, so as some of you are aware, tomorrow is 8 Lionsgate portal, and yes, I can talk. And there's some crucial things that people have to do, and you can listen to all kinds of YouTubers talk about all kinds of things you have to do for proper Lionsgate preparedness, but you got to set your intentions. And I think to just make it easy, like a good intention is just abundance, right? Maybe, but you can all pick whatever. But there's certain steps that you have to take, right, for proper manifestation. It doesn't have to be a bunch of hocus pocus. We have to prepare tonight, allegedly, according to something I watched. So I'm just going to share what I have done to prepare. So I wrote some things in my journal, and I wrote the number 8 because, you have to, if you pick a number between 1 and 8, 8's a pretty good number, especially if you're talking about 8 Lionsgate portal. See, and I can't even talk. Now, when I think about Lionsgate, well, I think about lots of things. I think about lions, and that's pretty important. So, oh yes, if you, depending on what you believe in, if you happen to worship a lion goddess, go ahead and take a moment to do that. Maybe get if you have a tapestry or whatever, so that's Sekhmet. She's a lion goddess. And she does have a python snake or something. Well, she's got something on her head there, and she's holding whatever. But so the next thing you got to do to be prepared for the 8 Lionsgate portal is actually go on Coinbase, and I would say maybe $8. Drop $8 on a Leo, because if you think about it, what is the 8 Lionsgate portal? But Sirius and some things lining up with the constellation Leo, and there's an Leo token. And then what you can do beyond that, if you really want to be prepared and set your intention, depending on what it is, especially if it's abundance, apparently you can mine a Leo, and that's a zk.work. Apparently it's kind of ironic that work, but you don't have to do that, because I don't know. But what you could do is install Rust and then install a Leo and learn how to start building on it, I suppose. I mean, I've been meaning to get around to that, but there's probably something else I'm forgetting. Oh yeah, really important thing to do to be prepared before Lionsgate portal tomorrow. This is very, very important. Probably depending on your schedule, right? But get sleep. So go to sleep at some point on 7/7, so that you can go into Lionsgate being refreshed. Now, allegedly, some of the advice on the interwebs is wake up and totally change your routine. And I'm just going to do that a little early and change the routine right here, because I know in the past I tried to do more spiritual Lionsgate, and there's some of that too. I spent some time, in spiritual whatever reflection, but the thing that I was thinking, one thing that it was an AI telling me what to do, and it's okay. I mean, maybe that's why I was all tech and computer, but I guess it means I have to fire up my laptop, because Leo is Python, so, well, it's not Python, it's Rust, which is, never mind, I'm getting confused. See, it's been a long day, and this is why I haven't gotten very far with stuff, but I will. I'll get there, and if I can't get there, I'll help promote it. And sooner or later, there'll be a place for me somewhere. But I put a bet on myself, basically. An $8 on. I should put 14. Maybe I'll put 14 on some, because 8, 14. Maybe I'll do some. I don't know. But that's the Lionsgate preparation plan. So I hope y'all learned something. All right, peace, love, light, and Leo, 8 Leo, and kittens and all that stuff.